There are concerns that Sandwell may have to re-enter lockdown. That's after another rise in cases within the borough. 83 were recorded last week. Well, West Midlands Live is joined now by Deputy Leader of Sandwell Council, Wasim Ali. Thank you for joining us. Worrying times, Councillor. Have you identified why infections are on the rise?
So there's two particular things that we think may have contributed towards the spike. Particularly in areas like Smethwick, we have a lot of families who live in quite large households. So you have the young people who go to school, and then you have the elderly grandparent who's living in the same household. So you'll have 2 or 3 or 4 maybe generations living in one household. We think that may be a factor invoking it. Secondly, we have a lot of factory workers in Smethwick and around the Black Country. So obviously, when you go to big workplaces, like we saw some of the factories where the virus was proven to be positive, but the council over the last 2 or 3 weeks have invested a lot of time and effort into sending the message out. So we've done a lot of work on track and trace. Our communications team have been fantastic in cooperating the message down to the communities, and we are seeing some feedback from there.
And what advice would you give to members of the public in order to prevent another lockdown?
So the council's been very firm with its message. We're constantly putting the message out there about keeping the distance. We have set up testing centres in almost 3 of Sandwell's locations. So we have one in Smethwick, we have one in West Bromwich, we have one in Oldbury. And we've doing everything we can to work with our partners across the borough to get the message out there that you need to get tested, and we have the facility to get you tested. So we're encouraging all community groups and voluntary sectors and everybody to come together to get tested and use the facilities available. We're also on our high streets. We've ensured that we have environmental officers. Anybody who's not wearing a mask on, or any businesses that's not complying with social distancing, we will immediately be able to step in and ask that business to close.